could see how people could complain about it, but personally, I don't. But this was really sick. This was really fucking sick. So let's talk about this for a second because Laverius came through and said another level up compared to my last performance. Absolutely. Even like the sound, like Laverius sounds really good. Like the delivery on things and like how Laverius is like speaking into the mic is really fucking solid. Um, and again, it's been a while, and like the thing with these types of shows, man, is a lot of artists like need to be doing this if you're like going that route of wanting to perform at bigger shows, mainly for the big reason of getting the reps in and getting comfortable on stage and kind of like, what you don't like, what you do like, crowd control, like your outfits, your kind of prep. Like, the more you do these types of shows, the better it will be. You know what I mean? So you need to just keep doing like a lot of these small like halls and venues and do like little bars and shit like that. Like this was great because again, you come through, you shake a few hands, you fucking get a little performance in, and you go home. Like the return is just it's so important. And Laverius is really smart too because some artists go and do this and they'll be like, "Oh, I forgot to record" or something like that, and they don't get this footage because this is basically like your big return. This is like the cost of you driving out. This is the cost of you maybe paying to get on a slot or something like that, right? Like this is your return on that, and this is something that again, look like it's one of those things, man, that is very irreplaceable. And you always want to get media when it comes down to some of these shows because obviously like you're like most likely not getting paid, or even if you are, it's just like $20, $50, whatever it is, you know what I mean? So it's like this is a big return because again, now this is on Laveria's YouTube channel, this is on social media now, you know what I mean? So that's one of those things that's like super super fucking important. 100%. Honestly, this venue setup kind of chill. Yeah, I agree on Wuka. And welcome on in. Happy Monday. um but yeah, these small kind of like hall, little venues, just like hole in the wall stuff, bro. Like this is gonna really get your reps up for sure, and it's gonna make you more and more comfortable on stage. You know what I mean? And then like, you know, the more you do it as well, you're gonna learn how to like deal with other problems, right? Like sound issues or DJs or different venues and people who book shows. Like so, the more you do it, the more familiar it's gonna be. You know what I mean? So whenever you have an opportunity to do stuff like this, man, if you're a vocalist, I would suggest doing it. 100%, I would suggest doing it. Because a lot of artists, like, streaming pays well if you do numbers. That's all good and fine, but that's like a monthly check, man. Like, so, a lot of your cash as an artist is going to come from merch and shows. And if you're not ready to do shows, like, this is kind of the way to, like, ease your way into it. You know what I mean? And kind of, like, ease into it. This is really well done. This is really, really well done. 100%. I would love to see more of this. If this was local to me, I totally be there. 100%, I'd totally be there. Um, but yeah, I would say the shining star about this is the fact that it's even recorded and done. You know what I mean? Like Laverius is really getting out there and really like spreading themselves wide when it comes down to opportunities and like stuff that they want to do. And again, the fact that it was recorded is so so smart, and this is the biggest return that you could even get. Because again, you have to drive out there. You're most likely either not getting paid, like I said, or if you do get paid, it's like 10, $20, whatever. And the biggest return is what you can do on social media. You know what I mean? And kind of spreading, that sort of awareness. Like, hey, I can perform shows, motherfucker. Book me. You know what I mean? Like, also, it's proof of that. So if you want to slide on, maybe somebody's show or somebody has like an open slot, you have shit to show them now. You know what I mean? And especially like a more recent show. So Shining Star is the fact that it was even recorded. 100% well done. Absolutely well done. But yeah, to again, just to reiterate the point, another level up compared to my last performance. Absolutely, I would hard agree. I would hard agree, especially now if you went to go back and watch that performance from what I think it was like last year or something, right? And then you go watch this one. The sound, obviously, different places, different sound systems, and things like that. Those factors aside, Laveri's delivery and their kind of like uh their almost confidence behind it is much more improved. And like Ghost said in the chat, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, and it's going to get more comfortable. So well done, my friend, well done. Huge shout out to Laverius. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much love. Make sure you go follow and sub to Laverius on YouTube. And actually, we didn't even check the description here. Hold on before we dip off here. My second ever live performance, which is even crazier. So yeah, 100% it's an upgrade. 100% it's an upgrade. For sure. For sure. Then we got all the links in here too. I love that. Well done. Well fucking done, my friend. Like I said, make sure you go sub to Laveria's channel. They're literally approaching 1.1k on the tube. And of course, make sure you go follow Laveria's on Twitter. They are only 8 followers away from 140, so go show them some love on the Bird app, my friends. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every single episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you have not already. We're approaching 320 subscribers. We upload 2 times per week, every Thursday, every Saturday. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, and a whole lot of good jazz over there on the channel. Make sure you go show these artists on the channel some love, baby. Let's get it.